What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the weekend diecast. I got something pretty good today. ARbox Almost Real. That brand is currently one of the most premium luxury brands in China. So they usually charge around over $20, $30, and more expensive than Inno 64. I mean, who knows how much more expensive when they're shipped to America, right? So yeah, let's just take a look together to see if they're worth the price here. And yeah, so the box that it comes with, it's just a soft box. And you can see the model here, Porsche 911 GT3 R, and it is from the race Macau Grand Prix FIA GT World Cup 2025, and the number is 911. And in the back, you can see the here the licensing and stuff. Yeah, pretty good. And that inside is an acrylic box. I mean, what's new, right? They'll come with an acrylic box these days, especially for the premium brands. And also, there's a little card here. You can scan the QR code if you're interested. And yeah, I mean, this is nothing special. So let's open this thing up. On the platform, you can see all the information we already read. Right out of the box, what do I like about this car is the paint. Look at how shiny this thing is. I mean, if you look under the light, you can see the paint part is so smooth, right? As I'm turning under my light, you can see front of reflection, right? Pretty good. It does use quite a bit of decals. For example, on top, you can see those wrinkles on top. That is because all of these are decals. So that's a little bit unfortunate. And there's another disappointment here. I will get there when we're there. Okay, there's just another disappointment that I found. And let's take this out of this platform. As always, they use a screw here. I actually like the Sparky one that has a quick release mechanism. Just twist it and it will comes off like that. But yeah, it's not a lot of work, just one screw here. And if not mistaken, there's will be another bracket here just to make the car stable. Alright, let's get this out of the way and look at the car itself. So look at how it rolls. That's a good sign. First of all, it rolls. I like the car that rolls actually, not just for displaying. And let's look at the general shape. It's pretty accurate in my opinion. Oh, closer look. There's the driver's information. They did use quite a bit of decals. That's I don't know if that's good or not, because I mean, the quality wise, decal apparently, I mean, obviously it does not look as good as the paint, but it does take a lot of labor to put the decals out, right? So that does adds the cost in there. Looking at the front, okay, the front grille, this I don't think that's accurate. They don't have any what is that? Like those grille texture at front. It's just very plain here. I think that looks more like an electric car of this. But yeah, that's not very accurate. The headlights are pretty good. Headlights are very transparent. You can see a lot of light bulbs inside. So that is actually very impressive. Way better than the Mini GT in my opinion. And this livery is Temple livery. Very bright blue. You can see the color transitioning from the white to sky blue to this like ocean blue. And on the box, it looks more like a purple color, but in my bare eyes, I can only see blue. But in this camera here, I do see purple here. So this is very weird. Maybe it's some sort of a color transitioning paint here. Side blades, canards are not too bad. I think it's thinner than Mini GTs. It's quite thin, so that's pretty good. Does it have a carbon fiber? No carbon fiber. does have some sort of a texture on top, but maybe they're trying to imitating the carbon fiber. The front lip, pretty sharp, actually pretty good. I'm so far satisfied with all these blades here. Oh, better than Mini GT. And the tempo sign, those emergency tags, E here, very nice detail. This is the gas cap, and the huge actually it's a radiator, not intercooler. Pretty deep inside. You can see a little some grooves too, so that's pretty good, pretty deep. I like that. All these air channels, very nice. And yeah, wherever there's no decals, the paint is so smooth. I like the fact. And you can see the banners, Macau Grand Prix and 911, 911 here. And shall we move to the side? We shall. So okay, the wheels are beautiful. Rubber tires with the tire prints on there, and also you can see this is probably one of the most beautiful brake disc and calipers I've ever seen on those 64 scale diecast cars. And the fact that it still rolls perfectly, it's just very impressive. Can you see the little texture on the brake disc or router? Beautiful thing. And let's look at all the aero elements here. The little exhaust, some air outlets here. It's not hollow, but it does have some texture, some good details here. And here's some air intake. Air intake is separate piece, so that's very impressive here as well. Man, okay, I found one that is disgusting. See this black paint here? They totally missed this rectangle here. So this is totally missed, right? It should be sits inside of this rectangle, but okay, that's a huge mistake if that's the case. And some fine prints here, tempo. And okay, the windows are pretty good. The windows, look at this silver screws that they are trying to mimic the acrylic windows. It's very nice. Side mirrors are, I would say, super hard rubber. If it's just not metal, but it's super hard metal, super hard rubber with the silver stickers on there. You can see the roll cage is silver as well. And the windshield wiper is separate piece, so that's nice. Moving to the back, huge wing here. Okay, this is my disappointment here. So on the box, can you see that the wing braces are hollowed and these very thin pieces right here? I thought this is gonna be the case, and that's actually one of the reasons I bought this car is because of this braces here. I don't know why this freaking thing that just turns me on, this freaking braces. But whenever I see that kind of stuff, I just really want to get this model. But when I open this thing, it's not a case. So huge disappointment for me. And in the back, you can see the rivets, silver rivets for the back windows as well. So that's very nice details actually. And the rear lights, tail lights are individual piece as well. So it's kind of plastic. Beautiful. Exhaust tip is just black, and some night LED lights here. Diffusers are carbon fibers with a kind of white paint on each side. And here you have the team name here. At the bottom is carbon fiber. That's very lots of good efforts here. Usually people don't see the bottom of the wing here, right? So good effort. The other side is the same, pretty accurate shape, beautiful car. And we can open this up. I think at bottom, this is a metal base, metal body. So with the screws at bottom, so we can definitely open this up. Do you guys think this $20 or $30 worth it? I think it's not too bad. I think it's not too bad. I mean, how much is Rexy and Roxy right now, right? Freaking, I mean, if it's like the 80, number 80 Rexy Roxy, you'll be lucky if you get it for like $80. I believe they're selling for like $100 piece right now, and I just don't recommend you buy those things. And except for if you are really into the AO racing and you just like the IMSA race so bad and like the team so bad, then do whatever you want. But or you can just buy the 77 one, right? The newer one. There are just so many better options out there for the price. Okay, metal base, and that's what look like inside. Oh, sorry, that's metal body. This is metal base, and the wheels cannot be taken off. That's interesting. It's just locked in there. How? How is it locked? Yeah, beautiful here. And here's what's inside. Roll cage and the driver's seat. And you can see the steering wheels. One seater. Fire extinguisher. Mainly just the silver roll cage that makes it looks good, right? Because most of the cases you're just gonna be, this thing is gonna be sitting inside, so you only will be able to see the roll cage. So good effort here. What do you guys think? $30? Do you guys are you guys gonna buy it? Well, let me know in the comment if you are interested in this model. I mean, in this brand, so I can maybe buy more in the future. And leave a like if you like those kind of content. And I do review a lot of fun 64 scale cars. They can be any brands. I don't have a focus on one brand, so just come visit when we have a time. I'll see you guys in the next one.